All right. Welcome. We here at Third Street Barbell, we have had over the course of our time to be open, we have had 5 PT docs as members, and we currently have 3. And if you're an avid listener, you met Pat Bell a few weeks ago. He's one. So I'm here with Ammar and Moe. Run just brief introduction. Start with you, Ammar.
Physical therapist. I graduated from Texas for about 3 years now, and I'm working here in Sacramento in a work comp clinic with Mo. So we're working together. That's actually how we met. And yeah, we're here.
My name is Mohammed. I also go by Mo, doctor of physical therapy. I'm really proud of that. Graduated about 7 months ago from University of St. Augustine over in San Diego. Currently specializing in outpatient orthopedics, but currently in a pretty sweet work comp clinic and hoping to open my own clinic pretty soon.
Yeah.
Pretty darn soon.
Pretty darn soon.
Yes, sir.
We'll get into the intricacies of the different kinds of patients that you guys deal with in a bit. However, are you guys UFC fans at all?
Yeah, we're waiting to watch the fight tonight. Well, I would say I used to be a fan, and then I stopped watching for a very long time and trying to get back into it.
You're
now.
trying to get back into it? So are you guys aware that the pay-per-views are going away?
I heard they're going to Peacock. Is that right?
They just
Paramount
signed a huge
Plus.
deal.
Paramount. Yeah.
7-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking 100% of UFC's content. So not just the pay-per-views, so not just the numbered fights, but everything. But everything that was Fight Pass before, all that stuff.
Yeah. It's still going to be on Stream East, so.
It'll be on streaming, but there's a really good chance that the numbered fights, the ones that would have been on pay-per-view, are going to be on CBS.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Wait, would that be free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Paramount Plus is cheaper than, for a whole year, it's cheaper than probably 2 pay-per-views.
And a whole lot more guaranteed money for the UFC,
Yeah.
takes illegal streaming. Not that we do that. Out of the picture.
Yeah. Yeah. So much better quality picture than you would get off of a bootleg.
They're pretty good nowadays.
Yeah. I've never seen a good one to be honest with you. They always break up and
Yeah. You always have to have a backup one in the background just in case.
This is all hypothetical. No one's admitting to any sort of illegal activity here.
Goodness, yes.
Yeah, this is kind of a shocking thing though, really, because Paramount just changed ownership. Basically, the son of Larry Ellison, Oracle, the IT company from the probably 80s that is worth bazillions of dollars and stuff. Yeah, his son, who was head of Skydance, which made they made the Star Trek reboot movies.
Yeah, it's a big movie production company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So they bought all of Paramount, and this is their first big splashy deal.
I think it's going to be a good one, after the whole Tyson and Jake Paul thing on Netflix, that, boomed like crazy. There was a lot of viewership, and
Yeah, even though that stream was
It's horrific.
it was really bad.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, they
because
did.
we were really looking for a quality fight, eh? Come on now. But who knows?
Yeah, I mean that fight seemed a little not on the up and up side.
It was more like WWE to me.
Yeah, it had an exhibition quality to it that, and not wow, this is a really serious fight between an old man and a young man for some reason.
There were glimpses though, bro. I saw it.
It was the first round only. It was there he is, and then it was that's it. He's
Then
done.
after
He
that,
burned
it's
out.
wait a minute. I'm supposed to go. I was supposed to go down in the whatever round. He didn't really go down, but
Well, speaking of actual fighting, are you watching the fight tonight? Hamzat Chimaev and Duplessis. You're gonna watch that? No.
I'm not the biggest fan. I will if it's. Let me back up and say that I was most likely to watch it if back in the day, if somebody got the pay-per-view, and I would chip in for it, or if it was somebody who I knew. So like the Team Alpha Male guys, you know.
Yeah.
No, nice.
Yeah, some of them used to actually train in this building back in the day, and which is kind of how we got to know them. Yeah. Although Mike is friends with Josh Emmett's like brother or something, so like he's known them for a long time.
You guys know Uriah?
I knew a bunch of those guys, and you know, and yes, Uriah. Uriah sweated his ass off in this room when we recorded a podcast on a day that like we were hoping to do it earlier in the day, and this is when he could make it. So it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was much hotter outside now, and the computer kept failing because it was too hot. That was fun.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, I wish this room had some kind of climate control, but it is not.
Soon.
It's okay.
Yes, or not ever. So
It's
probably
more raw this way.
never. So there's a thing I want to do with you guys, and I was hoping Sebastian was going to be in here for it, but he's not. So his loss. Here's the thing. So I saw a posting that somebody made on Instagram about this protein drink, this clear protein drink that Costco is selling. And I thought, well, okay, so before, you guys are probably not familiar with the Massonomics podcast, but they're going to be all over this, but they record a couple weeks out. I will get this out next week. So I want us to do a little taste test.
Oh, okay.
Of this drink and get reaction.
Okay, I'm down.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, these are the fruit flavored ones. I bought two different brands that do this.
You try different brands of this?
But like the powder. So you just throw it in water and you shake it.
What is in this bag?
And then it foams up pretty bad though.
This one does. You don't have to foam. You don't have to do anything to this one. This is Blue Raspberry Lemonade, Genius Gourmet Sparkling Protein, 0 sugar, 130 calories, and purportedly 30 grams of protein.
Well,
So-
before we taste this,
Huh?
I just want to say thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Very generous of you.
Oh, no problem. No problem. We've got so much budget on this show that doesn't exist.
It says do not shake, just FYI.
Yeah, don't shake it.
Okay.
Don't shake it. Okay, and it's sparkling, so it's foamy. So everybody go here. All right, reactions.
Bismillah.
Smells a little bit like sweet tart candy.
It's honestly not bad.
It's pretty good.
There's a 3% chalkiness.
A little bit of chalkiness. You're feeling chalky?
I don't mind it though.
You're not minding the chalkiness.
Yeah.
Like I would say I would buy this because the other two that I've tried, this is probably the least foamy one that like gives you that film in your mouth taste.
It's very passive.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't mind just sipping on this.
And I'm usually someone who doesn't like carbonated drinks, but like this is light, so
You don't like carbonated drinks?
no, I don't.
Bro, this is
I'd rather drink a juice or just water, flavored water.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the carbonation.
That's-
I prefer flat pop than.
That's very interesting.
This is the West Coast, okay? We don't say pop here.
Oh,
Say soda,
cola
damn it.
or soda, whatever you guys say.
Well, actually, that brings up a question. Like, where did you learn to say pop?
Oh, I'm from Michigan, born and raised in Detroit.
Yeah.
I ended up studying in Texas. I went back to Michigan, and then I moved back. I came here for the first time in September, almost a year now. Coming up, Labor Day would be 1 year. So that's an exciting milestone for us.
And you came out for the job?
I actually came out because my wife's studying at Davis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. What is she studying?
She's originally a journalist, and now she's studying at creative writing. She's an MFA program at Davis. Yeah. So
Cool.
it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of journalists, my wife's cousin who lives here in town, works for the PBS station, and then her husband used to work for the Bee, the local newspaper, and now he works for Cal Matters, which is like a political reporting, public affairs kind of entity,
I mean,
nonprofit.
Don't ask me. I don't know anything about them.
Nothing at all. Huh?
I'm just there.
You're like,
You do you, honey.
Yeah, you do.
yeah, I was going to say, yeah. So when are you going to be home and when's dinner? That's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know. It's true.
Yeah, and you said, Mo, you said you went to school in San Diego, but where were you before that?
So I live here in Sac, Elk Grove, actually. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, so you're a local. I didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm local.
You're local.
Yeah, so the physical therapy program over in San Diego is hybrid in the sense that you do most of your coursework online throughout the week.
Oh, okay.
And then you physically travel to San Diego like twice a month,
Oh.
sometimes up to 4 times a month, but very rarely we did that. And it was just convenient for me because I got 3 kids, married, and I had to work. And I got to do it in about the same time as you would a typical grad school program. So, that was a few years, but, it was difficult, but, I didn't have to sacrifice being a dad or husband, so it worked out pretty good.
So what were you doing before that?
I went to University of the Pacific for undergrad and over in Stockton,
Uh-huh.
and just worked in various jobs, personal trainer, strength trainer, worked at the vitamin shop for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so like always in this general field.
Just out of curiosity, where were you a personal trainer?
I was a personal trainer at 24 Hour Fitness over on Center Parkway. It's actually the oldest gym in Sacramento.
Really?
You can fact check me on that one, Jim.
Interesting. I'm not going to... How would I do that even?
For the fans.
For the fans.
True ChatGPT.
I hope it's
Yeah, I don't have any fact checkers with me today, so I have no clue. Seabass. Actually, that brings up a point. Stand by just for a moment because I think I forgot to click one button. Not that we're not okay, but...
We have to start over. Bro, this is pretty good.
I would definitely buy this.
Yeah.
The thing is, my Costco membership ends in like 3 weeks.
Well,
I gotta go stock up.
We look the same, bro.
What do you mean?
You could just use mine.
Oh. I was confused. I was like, what?
Okay, so that actually brings up a point. People who are just listening and not watching. I don't know what your sports backgrounds were, but like Ammar looks like a wrestler, and Mo looks like the wrestler that he would be intimidated by.
I have never fought. I actually just started. I took up jiu-jitsu. Like I've taken a few free classes around to try to find a gym that I like.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I was paired up with this purple belt, I think, at one of the gyms nearby, and it was jiu-jitsu. This guy was 165, and I'm 200. He submitted me twice in 5 minutes. So I have zero background.
Your ass beat.
Yes, I did.
So you're a sub now, is what you're saying.
Twice.
Double
Double sub.
That sport will humble you, man.
It will, yes. Yeah, it is a fun thing. I would do it if I wasn't powerlifting. It would be like, every powerlifter, when they retire, what do? They go to jiu-jitsu. So
Yeah.
I'll follow that trend.
Or they become runners. So those are the other. Or bodybuilding. That's the other one.
It's just, so like coming from like a PT perspective, it's like a lot of those submissions in jiu-jitsu. I did jiu-jitsu for like a year when I was 17, 18. And man, like they just destroy your joints, man.
Yeah.
Like there's one, it's like a Kimura or something like that. And it'll just F up your shoulder. I did it once and then like try to bench after working on Kimuras for like a day. You can't. Yeah. So, it's like one or the other unless like you control the intensity of the sparring, but it's intense, man.
Excuse me. I realize now why we don't drink carbonated things on the show. I'm just burping up a storm over here.
I had to go all the way
over. So sports backgrounds, either of you?
No, I just played out on football on the street a lot. Like I've had 2 concussions from football, and then was kind of forced to stop. I took up more volleyball, played that a little bit, but it was always just like in the park or something. Yeah. Never played on a team.
I have a very elaborate. I'm just kidding. When I was 12 years old, I was on a basketball team.
Yeah,
I made 2 shots the whole year, Jim.
Nice.
And one of those shots were for the other team. I was so excited to get the rebound, and I was like, oh shit.
There's a hole.
So to speak.
Easy, Jim.
Yes, there's so to speak. So to speak.
But the main sport I played was rugby. I played in high school and college.
Okay. You look like a rugby player. That's kind of where I was getting at.
He's so generous. Thank you. No, it was. It's not like the most popular sport, but we were in high school. I went to a private Islamic school. Alarkam, shout out. And there weren't a whole lot of us in there, and it's a very niche sport. And we kind of just got the community together, put a varsity silver team up, and we went completely defeated our first year.
Completely defeated. Did not win one.
We didn't win shit. Yeah.
Did you score at all?
No, we scored, of course. Like there were maybe 3 or 4 competitive games, but the next year I was fortunate enough to be captain, and under my leadership, Jim, we took the California championship.
Oh my God!
So it was
that's a 0 to hero story.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. It's like it's a sport where you truly leave it all on the field. They say it's a hooligan's
limbs
game.
and
You should watch Ted Lasso. It's like the same story pretty much.
Really?
Similar.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
I have not watched Ted Lasso.
Pretty good. It's the same story.
Yeah, same story. Yeah, the one dude that Brett Goldstein, yeah, he plays like one of the major characters in Ted Lasso, produces and is in another show called Shrinking, also on Apple.
Oh yes.
And he's a comedian. He's really funny.
I've seen a couple episodes of Shrinking, but I wasn't into it too much.
I think it is an older person show. You guys are both in your 20s?
30.
You're 30.
Yes, sir.
I'm nearly 30.
You're nearly 30.
This guy.
Well, there's still a residue of 20s on you, for sure. And you're just still soaking in it. So that's another thing that, it has taken some getting used to for me in owning this gym is just how many of y'all are so young. It's like, there are other people out there who are like, barely in their 20s.
I feel very old. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. And you're 29 and you feel old. Imagine how I feel.
You act like it.
Nah, he's. See, I should say that when I asked you guys to be on the show, Ammar said, "I don't know, I'm really weird on camera."
It's true.
It's so far. It's he's not far off the mark. So
some of the best advice he ever gave me. So I just graduated from PT school, right?
yeah,
And I start my job over with him in like February, like brand new first day.
Keep sliding off.
And like when you first graduate PT, like you're like, oh, man, I'm gonna fix everyone. You're super optimistic, and then I knew this guy had like old mentality when he's like, you have to be a little bit of an asshole sometimes. And that really works, man. Like people respect you more.
Yep.
So thank you.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
yeah. You guys, you present as nice guys, but Ammar definitely looks like he could be an asshole sometimes. So.
It's just comes naturally.
Yeah.
Great patient outcomes, though.
It works better because I've tried the nice guy approach. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not an actual asshole, but I could be mean if I need to be when the time calls for it. But yes, when you really listen to the patients and they really just want to complain, sometimes you just got to push them through it. Right? That's really what it takes. Sometimes is like, come on, just do your work and stop bitching.
I think that's got to be one of the hardest parts of being a PT patient, and probably one of the hardest parts of being a practitioner, is that people have to do work on their own.
Yes,
and getting them to do it is
the accountability bit for sure.
I think that's probably one of like the better, like the more important skills, right? Is to find what motivates them to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah,
like one of the biggest things that I've realized since practicing is, like you can be the best hands-on PT, the best, like clinician, whatever, but if you don't know how to talk to someone, and like there are different people, different personalities, one person is motivated by this and one is that, it's just as important as your clinical skills.
Yeah.
And that's something, that I'm still working on, and it's humbles you.
Yeah.
You know? It's been great so far.
Yeah. And you guys are 100% working with workers' comp folks?
At the moment. Yeah.
At the moment.
Which is a different beast.
Yeah, I was going to say. So, like, in my mind, there's sort of like three paths. There's like the athlete path, which is what everybody wants to be involved in, but is also a pain in the ass. And then there's like regular people, and that regular people thing can include anything from, somebody who broke a leg or whatever and is just a regular person or whatever, all the way up to, activities of daily living for a senior person.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the workers' comp, which could be any of these things, but because the payment structure is different, and you're looking at return to work, it's a totally different feels like a totally different vibe than the other ones.
For sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, like there's also a lot of other avenues. I mean, you can go inpatient, you can go acute. Like, but speaking in the outpatient world, and your mentality going into it is always going to be different. For like, if you're an outpatient clinic or a private clinic, you come to me, it's your goals that matter. But when you're coming at a works comp clinic, it's not really what your goals. Like, we can discharge you even if you're still in pain. Like, if you can do the job, you're ready to go back to work, right? So our goals are, can you do the job in a fairly safe manner, and then that's it. You're ready to discharge if you can, right? So sometimes the patients aren't so happy about it, right? And also there's another aspect that comes in with it is that there could also be ulterior motives when you're in workers' comp, right?
Or ill-intentioned folks.
Yes.
People who are trying to stretch it out,
Yeah,
because they're getting paid on disability or whatever.
Yeah, it's that's one of the things. Again, it's also like when I was coming on board and I asked him, I didn't really know him all that well, but I said, like, how's the job? How are the folks? And he said, well, some of the patients are ass. It's because, it's just something, like we deal with it in most PT avenues, like different motivations. But, again, just like touching to what we were talking about earlier, it's, you have to motivate them the right way and, got to reach them somehow.
Without like putting anyone on blast in a way that is recognizable and would affect your employment, do you have any thinly disguised stories that are shareable?
I mean, they come and go. Like, I would say like a small percentage of our patients are sometimes, they might have ulterior motives, right? And you can tell. I'll tell you this part of it. Like, there's techniques that we can use, for example, that will tell us if someone is actually faking, for example, their strength or something, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, I'll give you like a detail about it, right? So if we're doing like, knee strength or something, and they're just kind of like kicking back and forth, you can tell if it's an actual like tremor or versus if someone's voluntarily doing that, right? So you just note it, but you don't want to claim that you think this person is faking it, because that can come back and bite you in the ass.
You have to objectively prove that.
Yeah, you just observe the objectivity of it, and you note it.
So basically, you can say, "I did this test, and this was the result." And draw your own conclusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like, it's not like necessarily a story, but like some people, like I had a patient. She came in, fell on the job, and she hurt her knee. So we looked at her knee. Couldn't even touch it. Like it was.
Yeah.
I think Ammar knows what I'm talking about.
It's like she was a cat or something.
Oh, dude, it's just okay. So you're having some pain. Okay, so then we kind of work through low level stuff, and then, so usually in our facility that we work in, we have in-house imaging and things like that. So if you don't significantly improve after a certain period of time, then we can get some imaging done for you in-house and get you referred out pretty quickly. And so, like, this lady makes no progress with me, like none. And then, so usually when that happens, okay, so maybe there's something more severe going on that's beyond, like physical therapy scope, and you have to be referred out to a specialist or whatever. So this lady goes and gets imaging, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with her knee. So I'm like, you get the heck out of here. So there's kind of stuff like that. It's like I'm trying hard for you.
So she's just sandbagging.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one of those things.
I think a thing that has become kind of known about imaging, particularly like spines, is that everybody's spine's messed up, and but that doesn't necessarily mean it's symptomatic. And then you put somebody in for imaging for another cause, and you get all of this, disc information, and then suddenly it's a big deal.
Yeah, and sometimes that can start to cause symptoms too, like because of the narrative behind it. So like you don't have you have a disc and it's asymptomatic, and then you end up getting an MRI for whatever reason, and now your doctor tells you that you have a disc, and you suddenly start to feel these symptoms. So that actually can be counterintuitive, right? I mean, it can make symptoms worse, and it goes both ways. I mean, sometimes it is useful. It's a tool that we can use, but yeah, I think it's overutilized at some points for sure. Yeah.
I mean, so like you have to look at, again, like that's objective data, right?
Yeah.
But there's also the functional aspect too. It's like if all three of us were to get imaging right now, we'd all have a little something, right? But like you show a certain patient that, and like you get a doctor like, oh, like your knee is bone on bone.
Yeah.
And now that's that patient's narrative, and they're gonna approach PT with a deficit mindset. It's
right.
like so and yeah, so like it goes into like the psychological aspect and can cause symptoms, like Ammar was saying.
Yeah, I can tell you. I mean, I used to have a lot of low back problems, and I had imaging done. This is before I started powerlifting. I had imaging done, and it was like L4, L5, and then a couple of them in my neck. I don't remember which ones. And the neck thing, my neck's been messed up forever, but like I never thought about it being a disc issue. But that's gotten better over time, and without any like specific intervention.
Yeah.
And I've had a couple of interventions over time. But before powerlifting, I never really had another problem. Conversely, however, this knee is currently screwed up, and I had imaging done probably 10 years ago, and they were like, "Yeah, there's this is worn, cartilage is worn here and worn there and whatever." And it wasn't bothering me at the time. It was a tendon behind that was the issue. Now I can tell you that it's messed up because of that. Now I have done a couple of different things that caused it to be irritated pretty much all the time.
Do you do anything about it?
Not lately.
There you go. You should start.
I probably should. Yeah.
Should talk to a physical therapist.
I could. Yeah. If I could find one.
You know any?
I heard one of those going to open up a clinic soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, what's your goal with opening a clinic? What kind of patients do you want to see in that environment?
Just, like insurance-based physical therapy just is not a great model right now. You're limited in some capacity, whether it be time or whatever. So, if you have the resources or to open up your own space, and I'm planning to do a hybrid practice. So you can initially come in through your insurance, PPO, whatever, and then pay out of pocket, but you get much more out of those sessions because now we're not limited by time and things like that.
Yeah.
So I want everyone to see what physical therapy can really be, and how it's not just like rehabbing this one thing. I want to tap into the performance bit and the wellness bit too, because it's like there's it's like taboo, to like move these days, and like people go to gyms and like the intimidation factor is like a big thing, so having a space where people can come in, have some sort of degree of comfort under the general supervision of a doctor of physical therapy there too. So I want to tap into a lot, and I want to take care of a lot of folks and again, just like show them like what this stuff really could be, and how it's a lifestyle choice.
Yeah, it seems like having access to physical therapy, even for, like short periods of time, even if you're paying for it out of pocket, solves a lot of problems for people, particularly people who are lifters and athletes and stuff, but also just regular folks.
It is.
Where you're not, it's not, it's like the knock against chiropractic is basically that you're just a cash cow for them. They try to keep you on as long as they possibly can, and they don't really celebrate your progress in a way that makes you feel like you could handle it on your own.
Yeah.
Just keep coming in, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, next week. Or I'll see you, later this week, and then again next week.
For a limited time only, Jim. You can buy this 50 package deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I mean,
chiros are awesome, man.
There are good chiropractors, and I'm not slamming the whole,
Yeah.
But in reality, I've certainly seen the other side of it. Like, I witnessed a guy doing hold this, vitamin in your hands and see if you're like weaker.
Oh, geez.
Yes, and then had a training partner back in the old ST days who had been going to this chiropractor like they were his doctor, and like he'd go in for a cold, for heaven's sakes, to a chiropractor, and the chiropractor gave him like this specific water that he was supposed to drink, because this water had like a different frequency that was supposed to make him it's like, oh my God. Like,
you ever watched The Water Boy?
I have seen The Water Boy yet.
Was that water? The water from Alaska?
I don't know what it
You ever see
was.
that one?
I don't know what it was, but like those
heals everything.
I have a friend that was here at the time that we still make jokes about the frequency water. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Did you guys see the skit of this kid? He went and grabbed just a bunch of water bottles and made him look fancy. He filled it up with tap water, and then he took it to a water tasting competition. And then all the people who were tasting it were like, it has this mineral, blah, 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 right?
Oh, dude.
And then they valued it at like $200 to $500 per bottle. And it was just from the tap.
Like, all these judges, they're like, I'm getting a taste of,
Yeah, it was like that.
Like, what the hell was it?
I don't know, like minerals or something.
Like, there's some density to this water that I just can't describe. I would value this at $500 a bottle. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, bro.
And it's wine is similar.
Mm-hmm. I've seen something like that too, where they just
where
grab the.
It's like $2 Chuck versus something that's $250 a bottle, and they can't tell the difference.
No.
I have a friend who does whiskey, and you can definitely taste the difference with whiskeys, but wines, it could go. I mean, a $15 bottle of wine is like plenty good for 95% of people's palates.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know. Never drank.
I understand that. I understand that. We discussed that off air a little bit, but yeah,
we're Muslim, Jim. It's sensitive.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
Disclaimer.
Just saying.
Actually, if you don't mind, so like back onto that topic about the healthcare bit, there is actually a lobbying going on for physical therapists in particular to be a primary provider for those with musculoskeletal issues.
Oh.
So it's like, you go in to the urgent care or whatever, you like, let's say there's a possibility that you strained your calf muscle.
Mm-hmm.
There is active lobbying going on for you to see a physical therapist first. So like, rather than just, get some pain meds or some other, garbage.
I think it passed. I know it passed in Texas, and I know it passed in Michigan. I don't know about California yet. Because it's very limited here.
California is...
Well, the California Medical Association is probably the most powerful lobby in California. And if they are not for it, then it's going to be an uphill battle.
Well, if you're watching this, can you make dry needling legal for physical therapists, please? Just asking.
Just asking. Yeah. No, I actually know somebody who used to lobby for California Medical Association. I don't know if he still does. But,
You have their number? I'm just kidding.
I do have his
Honestly?
number, but yeah.
Can you bring him on the pod?
I have had him on a different pod. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm honestly down.
Just go all out. There's gloves behind you.
Don't want to break the microphone off.
There are two. I think there are two sets of gloves someplace. I only have one of them out.
Okay, we can wear the Power Ranger.
With a Power Ranger, wear the Power Ranger mask. I don't know if it fit on your head. You got.
Saying I have a big head, Jim?
I'm saying you have a
rugby size head.
Yeah, appreciably large noggin. Yeah. I don't know if that.
I don't take offense to that.
I don't know if that bears out in terms of like hats or anything like that. I mean,
I don't know. You got one of your hats from Texas I could wear, maybe?
I left it, but I can bring it.
Damn it.
what kind of hat?
A bucket hat.
Oh,
Yeah, like a
Oh, he's got the belt, the shiny
or a
belt, the
gallon hat,
boots,
whatever it's called. I'm not
the
sure.
tight-ass jeans,
the 10
everything.
gallon hat.
The 10-gallon hat. Yeah.
Okay.
Should see him.
No,
It's
I don't
great.
have the shoes.
They're not shoes, they're boots.
Okay.
I see what you did there, trying to segue out of this.
I don't have them.
You know you enjoy it.
It's pretty cool. I actually wore it to a wedding once.
Bringing a little bit of Texas over to California now.
Another. Sorry, go ahead.
Go on.
I was gonna say another bit about the cash based model. I had a mentor when I was in school who actually ran that model where it was like a percentage cash, percentage insurance. And one thing you mentioned made me think of this, where he said after he discharges a patient, he actually keeps tab on him. They call him whenever they need anything. So like how you do a 6-month checkup with your dentist or your doctor. He actually ran something like that where if you wanted to, you can just call him whenever something comes up that you can kind of go in for or check up on him either on the phone or in person. And it was a good model. It worked for him, and it would usually bring back people if they needed it.
It's pretty good.
I think that like you're pointing out just a kind of fundamental problem with our healthcare system. Anyway, I understand why the whole primary care physician model was developed. It was developed to make HMOs work. Basically, because that your mic keeps falling. I don't know what it is. It needs
It doesn't like me.
mic Viagra.
Some hymns.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's not that one. It's the silver one.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that.
Mark can probably reach it. Yeah, you're falling further and further off mic. Because the
Sorry, my range of motion isn't the best.
the people,
okay. This works.
you could
I'll
probably
just
see
hold
a
it for you.
physical therapist about that.
You take cash?
The primary care physicians under an HMO, they get paid monthly for each member. It's called capitation. You just X amount, and you're supposed to be able to provide care within that budget. If primarily when you go to a primary care physician, you already know you need to see a specialist.
Yeah.
That's a waste of their time, your time,
Yep.
and money.
Yep.
Like you need to be able to go to the specialist. The problem is that, of course, we don't have enough specialty docs at all. We don't have enough primary care docs. And if you think it's bad here, it's worse in Canada.
Yeah. I know their wait times are insane,
Yeah, the wait times can be very,
Yeah.
very, very long. Yeah,
but it's free.
but it's free. And I mean, we need some kind of more efficient system and less cost. I think it's just crazy that people can be bankrupted by medical debt. Period.
Yeah. No. It's a long discussion for sure. I mean, I don't really know how you would solve something so deep, and there's a lot of greed behind the whole situation. So I think that's where the root of the problem stems is greed, honestly.
Yeah, and I think that like when the HMO system came in too, like a lot of doctors made tons of money because there was no there was no limit really, and now
They're cracking down on them.
yeah. It's harder to get rich as a doctor
Yeah.
than it used to be.
It's actually funny because like some old family friends when I was a kid, as I grew older, like they would lose their licenses because then like these people like you knew them.
Yeah.
And they were the family doctor, and then they, insurance fraud and all that stuff, and they would lose their license.
Yeah.
I mean, insurance-based care just is
it
not
incentivizes
efficient at
it to be like it almost does incentivize it.
Yeah.
I mean, the cash pay model, man. it's making its way right now.
Well, and if cash pay is like a reasonable amount that somebody can actually like pay without killing themselves. I mean, all the good physical therapy, other than because I've been working with Pat lately, but all the good physical therapy I've ever had, I paid for out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
All of what was provided by insurance was crap. And I don't know if it was crap because it was provided by insurance or if it was just that the providers they contracted with are not very good.
What was your general experience like with insurance-based physical therapy?
I went to, way back in the day, I went to one for my back. And
was this like at a hospital? I mean, like, you don't have to say the name, but like, was it like part of a hospital organization?
This was, the original one was the first one I went was an independent one.
Okay.
And like they had me hanging upside down on a traction thing and all that manner of stuff. And I don't think I got better any faster than I would have had I just been on my own.
I mean, to answer your question, I don't think the actual therapists themselves were, inherently bad. It's probably the system they're under, right? Because they need to see a certain amount in a day, so they're like stressed to finish the volume that the load that they have for the day. So they just don't have the time to spend with you one-on-one. And then they have other stressors like their documentation that has to meet the insurance standards and all that stuff. And then on top of that, like if you compare it to you going out and doing a one-on-one with cash, that therapist, they're providing that value. Like if they're not providing the value, they're not going to keep you as a patient, right? You're going to go and find someone else. So they have to give you your best effort. Yeah. Versus if you're getting paid regardless, you're not going to care as much, just inherently as a human. You're going to be like, let me just get them through time. They'll get better, right? So I think that's part of it's the system they're under, right?
Yeah, there's a disconnect between the patient and the payment.
Yeah.
Unless the patient is paying directly, and then the value is obvious.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's through insurance, the value is not necessarily obvious to the practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like early on, and then like later when it was not good, I went through 2 different rounds with sports medicine PTs, and one I didn't get any better, and one I got worse. So. Geez. I had.
This is all for your back?
No, not all for my back. No, the most recent one was my shoulder. This shoulder. I have like hole punch tears in my supraspinatus tendon, and I was like this close to having surgery, and I said, "Screw it, I don't want to do that."
Yeah.
So I tried physical therapy with their people, and it literally like caused me more pain. And not in the when you're working with somebody with corrective exercises or just exercises period to loosen things up, whatever, there's going to be some discomfort. This was not that,
like a sharp pain.
It was sharp pain. And I finally, the last time I said, this is not working, like come up with something else. Oh, okay, well, next time or whatever. And I was like, didn't never go back. I just said, screw that. And went and paid on my own for a while. And then it just got better over time by itself. The other side that I'm working on now it's getting better. It's definitely, considerably better than it was when I started. But again, it's somebody who has a better sense of kind of the whole picture, I guess. Somebody who you're working with somebody who lifts weights. You're looking for somebody who's has some priority on fitness or whatever, as opposed to somebody who just like needs to open a shampoo bottle or something.
Yeah.
Well, there's always BPC 157.
Yeah, that is the new trend.
That is the new trend, yeah. I will tell you that I actually tried that and didn't
do much.
Over a long period of time.
Well, I don't know how long is long.
Well, So they give it to you what by like a month or like
It's
a
like
month
20,
supply
20
at a
days,
time?
right? I don't know. I think it's 20 days a bottle or something.
I think that's about what I
Yeah,
did. I
yeah.
did like the every day for 20 days.
Yeah.
Was it oral or injectable
Injectable.
for your shoulder issue? Interesting.
I think the people that say it works, if they hadn't done anything and they just did the 20 days of letting things heal, they probably would have ended up in the same spot. Because most people like I've talked to that have done it will have like just like a grade 1 muscle strain or something like that. And so if you just have left it alone for 3 weeks,
It would have
it would
healed
have
up on its own.
The other stories are where like you have like a whole partial tear or something like that, and then it just healed by itself not by itself with the BPC.
Yeah.
I mean those stories are like, okay, maybe this does work, but the other stories were like, yeah, I was in pain and I took it. I was out of pain. Like, you probably would have been out of pain anyways.
Placebo.
Yes, placebo. Actually, on this shoulder, I had oh my God, what's it called? Where they spin your platelets out and then inject them into your.
PCP, something like that. PP something.
I don't know why I'm blanking on it so hard right now. But anyway, I had that. I actually have had that done twice. I did it for this tendon, and it worked. Like worked.
Yeah.
Like within
The one
6.
that's in the back of the knee.
Yeah, within 6 weeks, it was like new almost.
And that was something you were dealing with for a while too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
long time. Unfortunately, now the other one is doing it. But
Go back.
The plasma stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I know that word.
yeah, plasma.
Platelets.
He's a doctor and everybody.
There's a P in it. I know that.
I don't know why. It sucks. I'm gonna have to look it up because I hate when my memory goes up and then you guys are no help at all. So
Yeah. I've actually only met like 2 people who have done it, so I don't remember too much about it.
it's PRP.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Plasma-rich protein.
Platelet-rich plasma.
Dang. Almost.
I got one of the words. You
There
got
you go.
one. I got one. You got the other.
And I looked it up. So, I did. I've done, like I said, done it twice. My shoulder, it did not. I don't know whether it worked or not. Eventually, it got better, but it wasn't like as instantaneous. It wasn't 6 weeks and it's better. And it hurt more for some reason. Oh my God, it hurt.
So what is the process like?
They take a vial or 2 of blood and they put it in a centrifuge and spin out the platelets, and they load the platelets up in a syringe, and then they're supposed to do it under imaging, so that they know that they're getting into the tendon.
They just do it without it.
They did well. I had a very odd experience with it because I was going to have the one behind my knee done, and the original imaging showed all kind of crap in the tendon. There was like calcium deposits and just all kinds of issues. And I'm like, okay, so we know what it looks like, so we're going to try this. So they go in to do the PRP the first time, and they hadn't drawn the blood yet. They were just like checking where it was going to go. And like, wait a minute, this doesn't look anything like the original imaging. Like, what happened? And I don't know. Never solved. So canceled. I mean, that time was canceled, and then like they went looked at all the films and all this stuff, and like, we don't know. We can't answer this question. So I was like, okay, let's just reschedule it and do it. I don't care. So I did it, and it worked.
Nice.
Well, this stuff in general, like the PRP, it's becoming more prominent, and so like someone that just took the board exam, the national one for physical therapy, they're starting to incorporate PRP, protocols inside that as well. It's not huge, but like we are developing, protocols from that.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Ammar trying to get the microphone back up near your mouth. I don't know why it is.
Go like this.
Maybe we just lift that up the whole thing. Is that okay?
Can you guys hear me good or no?
When you're close to the mic, I can hear you great.
Oh man, I think I remember this.
Oh, you got to. Yeah, you got into the flexy part of it, and now it's just gonna.
Okay,
I'm just
gonna go like
Yeah, just hold it.
There you go.
I feel very fancy right now.
Okay.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, so like that stuff is being incorporated, so it's gonna be more and more.
Yeah. No,
I'm glad it worked out for you.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would love for insurance to cover it because it cost me $750 the first time. It cost me like $1,000 the second time. Serious inflation over however many years it was, but and it's probably even more. It's probably $1,500 now or more.
Per session?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that is a lot.
Yeah.
And how many did you do?
It's just one shot.
Oh, okay.
It's just one shot. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't even know if they can do it. I think they have to wait like 3 or 4 months or something like that in between. I'm not sure exactly, just because it takes a long time for whatever. I mean, theoretically, they're like stem cells or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can also get stem cells should you want. And I've certainly known people who did that.
That's even pricier.
It is a lot pricier and it's totally out of pocket. Yeah. At least here. I don't know if there are other countries that offer you any of that kind of stuff, but
You got to go where did Christian McCaffrey go for it? Germany, was it?
Germany. I hope to God it works for him, because the NFL season is just starting.
We're just around the precipice.
Mm-hmm.
I know, what is this, like week
Fantasy
2?
draft is coming up.
You guys are football guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Big Niners fan.
Because you grew up here and you are...
One pride, Detroit Lions.
See, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
Niners Nation. Get out of there. It's a nice color you have on, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm representing today.
You're
representing the Raiders, though.
No.
No. Just no. No one represents the Raiders.
I'm representing 3rd Street Barbell right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Nobody represents the Raiders. That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, this is a whole conversation about you shouldn't move franchises. You should expand. If you can make the argument that there should be a team there, you should expand to it.
What do you mean?
Because Golden Knights, the hockey team, is incredibly successful in Vegas. Raiders moved from Oakland after they were moved to LA and then back to Oakland. Not successful.
So
they're not only not successful on the field, but they're not successful in terms of drawing
fans.
crowds.
Yeah.
Because people who live in Vegas do not care.
Yeah.
They don't own them the way they own the hockey team. It will be the same with the A's who literally play across the freeway right now in Sacramento. They will not let Sacramento have their name on anything. And so locally, we don't feel a sense of ownership. Yeah. This was a combination A's Giants market anyway, more Giants than A's. But you think with them right there, they would be, selling out that tiny ballpark.
But the Sacramento crowd doesn't affiliate with it as much, or
no, because they won't identify as being in Sacramento. And when they go to Vegas, let's say Las Vegas Athletics or whatever, but it's not their team. They didn't spring up out of whole cloth and be a Vegas team. So this is what's wrong with sports. Just so that everybody knows.
There's more wrong with it.
Everyone's entitled to my opinion, and that. But I think that's something that bears out. I think that Vegas has made a mistake by putting so much money into relocating teams there.
I didn't know that people actually lived in Vegas.
Yeah, they do, and it's really hot. The economy in Vegas is currently tanking too because tourism is down in the United States overall, and a lot of tourism in the United States is to Vegas. On that note, now that we have Moe sweating again.
Sorry, man. I hit legs just before this, okay? Give me a break.
Understandably. Thank you guys for coming on.
No problem. Thank
yeah.
you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Jim.
W-
This was
we'll-
fun, man.
Yeah, we'll. I think we'll probably do some kind of a round table at some point in the future. Bring Pat in and have
Oh,
the three
dude.
of you
And the California lobbying guy.
and the California lobbying guy.
Yeah, I would very much.
That would
like
be a good
to-
discussion.
I bet you I can't get him to do that, but
Just buy him some protein. Okay.
any political any political hot topic, he's like,
I mean, it's not like a huge one, but it's like, so again, just like so like dry needling. You know what that is?
yeah,
So it's legal in most states, and California is one of the few that it's not.
It's like
Yeah.
one
And
of
it-
two.
Yeah, and it's like something that as physical therapists we're trained to do, but it's illegal because it's only technically an acupuncture scope of practice, and it's very helpful. It's not that hard to do, so it's like, come on, bro.
is it the acupuncture lobby that's causing this problem, or
I don't know. I mean,
Probably they don't want to lose their jobs either.
yeah, I mean, I've like spoken to a couple about it, and they're like, yeah, well, if you guys can do this, then like we'd be out of a job, kind of.
oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, there are more PTs than acupuncturists,
True.
so.
Yeah, I've seen acupuncture work, but I've also experienced it not working. So
It's very supplementary,
yeah,
I mean, but like as its own practice, again, it's like fantastic, but I think, it's very pain modulating in nature, and something, it's like you do some hands-on stuff, you do some exercise, and then you end with some, dry needling, a little bit of electrical stimulation on there.
Mhm.
It's really effective when like combined with other things.
Mhm. Well, and if for no other reason that they walk out the door feeling better, even if it was just the last intervention
Mm-hmm.
that made them feel that way.
Just like the cumulative effect, I think.
Yeah. Plus, you're paying attention to their needs before they walk out the door,
Of course.
which
What keeps people around.
yes, exactly.
Even if it's just the placebo thing. I mean,
yeah,
if it's-
yeah, you can't. I mean, placebos are still
if it works, it works. you
yeah,
know?
placebos are still an intervention that works. It's just a little bit unpredictable because
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily work the same way with everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, where can people find you? Should you want people to find you, Ammar?
What do you mean? Online?
Yeah.
Like, on Instagram.
I'm-
That's
Traditionally,
what's your
people share their
handle?
handle as opposed to guys named Ammar.
Oh, it's actually just my name. It's Ammar and then _ Alhaidar. That's my
Okay.
last name.
Instagram at the buff guy.
See, I don't follow you on Instagram. I would totally have done that if I'd known you were the buff guy.
Well, now we know, Jim.
That's an Instagram handle that you can't ever let go of.
No.
Yeah,
I made that back in 2011 or 12 when like Instagram first started, and I've had people offer me money for that. So
I bet.
if you ever see like the buff guy 7845, that's probably one of the folks that offered me some money.
That
So
you said no to
yeah,
because he didn't offer you enough money.
it was like a couple $100, but I was like, it's catchy. I might have to change it when I get my own spot open, but
Just make a new one.
Just start a new one, yeah.
Keep a personal one.
So I got one, but for confidentiality reasons, I can't say what it is yet. So
Alrighty.
yes.
Actually, quick funny story. You know how he got offered money for the tag? So do you know who Amir Abdullah is, running back? Like he was actually on the Raiders for a little while. He got drafted into the Lions.
Yeah.
So I took his name. It was like Fear Amir 21. And as soon as he got drafted, I went and took his name, and I was like waiting for 4 years until he offered me money for that name. He never contacted me. I was like, whatever.
You still holding out hope?
I was still, until he left the Lions. I was like, never mind.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good one.
For sure.
Very important one.
All right. I am at the Jim McDonald. The social media of the show is 50% facts, where percent is a word and 50 is just numbers. 50% facts is a Spreaker Prime podcast in association with iHeartMedia on the Obscure Celebrity Network. And I will talk to you next week.